The more we unload and the more we see what's actually in here, this is crazy. This is the craziest deal we'll probably ever have in our entire reselling careers. What is up, you guys? So we are outside the house of a viewer of the YouTube channel right now who reached out and has what seems like a pretty killer deal available for us. It may be the most expensive purchase we've ever made, even more so than the $7,000 women's clothing haul. We brought our U-Haul with us today. We got an empty SUV, but I'm gonna walk in here. We already went inside and kind of got a sneak peek at everything, but I just want to show you guys what we're working with here. So I'll start over here. It's a lot of Disney stuff. We've got brand new Disney plushes from the parks. We've got some hats. We've got all sorts of action figures. I think he estimated there was about 4,000 individual items, from figures to plush to blankets. All these Star Tours Disney figures here. I mean, you guys can see on the shelf how many there are. All these like Muppets, Star Wars, Toys R Us exclusives. I think there was like some Ewoks or something that were pretty good around here. We got a lot of DC. I think they sold all the Marvel, but still have a lot of DC action figures. Got a whole shelf of like these Marvel graphic novels, or I don't even know what they are, like DC superheroes, collectible books. I mean, there's probably, who knows, 300 books on the shelf. All this stuff, all these over here.
It just keeps going, you guys.
We're not even halfway done. more DC, some Hot Wheels, Batman Hot Wheels. All this stuff down here, more DC, Justice League. Hundreds, probably thousands of individual figures. Full Justice League binder. Some old stuff, some new stuff. A little Joker plush, that's kind of cool. All this stuff up there. This whole case over here is filled with action figures. I think most of this is DC as well. Superman and Darkseid. I don't even know a lot of these characters. There's just a lot here. Some more in that cabinet over here. All the eBay shipping supplies, they're throwing all that in. They are retiring from reselling and getting out of the business. They've got a whole bunch of Mickey Mouse ears, some Mickey Mouse love hats, some Spider-Man hats, New Era. So much of this stuff, I think all of it is actually brand new in the box. All R2-D2 mini R2-D2 Mickey Mouse ears. We got some Star Wars figures over here. I think these are some of the older ones. Got a whole shelf of action figures. More Disney plush. More Disney plush back there.
A lot of this stuff too is like park exclusives.
Yeah.
So like this is Mickey as, what's her name?
Minnie Mouse as
or Minnie as
I don't know, one of the cats from
Marie,
one of the shows.
Marie.
And then we
got
Marie. Pluto as, oh, I guess it's Mickey Mouse dressed up as Pluto.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Whole box of those. I don't even know what that's. I don't think
this
that's
is my
anything.
favorite section back here, though.
Oh yeah, we got this whole thing of Vera Bradley. We got like 20 Vera Bradley Mickey Mouse wallets back there. All of these boxes right here are filled with either action figures or plushes, all new with tags.
All these on the top are the Star Wars ones.
Yeah.
I think most of them are Star Wars figures.
And then on this shelf back here, we've got keychains. I think all these are Disney keychains, Disney plush. All those are keychains. We got a whole bunch of Disney pins, probably thousands of Disney pins. They are authentic. We're 100% positive. All this stuff down here. More keychains. This whole wall right here. I guess that's more Disney pins. We got these lanyards from the Disney parks. Monsters Inc.
What's this?
Frozen.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, were they the
Like
bags?
Yeah.
All these Marvel wallets.
And look at these. Look at all these lounge flies.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see those.
Lounge fly bags, as well as these lounge fly bags, like Pizza Mickey.
Pizza Mickey.
And then Captain or not Captain or Snow White. That's Snow White. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at this.
That's very cute. Very cute. More action figures over here. Star Wars, the Black Series action figures. All these princesses, Sleeping Beauties, Beauty and the Beast, Yoda. I don't even know. Welcome, Foolish Mortals. Disney Mouseketeers, thumbs up. I mean, just everything you could possibly imagine to do with Disney or DC is probably in this basement right here. We got, what is this, a Frozen? No, Cinderella doll. I don't even know if all this, I really don't think all this is gonna fit in the trailer.
No, we're gonna have to come back.
We actually drove about 2.5 hours to get here today. And I just really didn't have an idea of how much stuff there was. So we're probably gonna have to load up, go home, and then come back another day to get the rest of the stuff, maybe even with a bigger U-Haul. Yeah, more stuff. Back here, some more of these lanyards, Phineas and Ferb. There's like 5 of those, Walt Disney World with the pins on it. Trading starter sets. All these journals. What are these? Keychains or something? More keychains. More Disney pins. Pin collections, autograph books. Oh, this is all like the Christmas ornaments back here. We've got the Haunted Mansion set, Timon and Pumbaa. I don't even. I'm worried that people are getting bored, but there's no way people are getting bored because this is like the coolest collection we've ever seen.
It is really the coolest collection.
I think
Look at these like
Maleficent.
Nightmare Before Christmas, like
Yeah, there was
Sally purses and
all these like shoes, Nightmare Before Christmas, I guess, or one of those. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas. Tinkerbell. Perfect time of year to get Christmas ornaments too. Cinderella.
I don't think you could get a better time of year.
No. Are these lounge flies or are these just regular bags?
Regular bags. There's
Disney.
also, like, these too, like sparkly
Yeah.
bags.
Sparkly book bags.
Up here, even there's all these plush.
What are these? Danielle Nicole Disney. Some of them are flawed, like you see that one says brown stains along bottom left, but it's still new with tags. I don't even see any stains on there. Oh, those are cool. Cocoa ears. You know what's in there? More bags. Minnie Mouse tote bag.
There's even like the smaller bins that have, like this one has like 4 pins in it. So like
Yeah.
this whole bin is full of just like random.
Full of pins, full of, yeah, these are all the keychain pins. Pencils, goofy pencils. GoPro battery. Is that yours?
Oh yeah, that's mine. Do you know what would be cool is our next giveaway show.
Give
we
away
do-
a bunch of this?
yeah.
Give away everything?
Not everything, no. But can definitely do a giveaway.
All sort. Is that everything that we've showed? I mean, obviously I haven't seen every individual
Probably not.
item, but that gives you a good idea of like what we're working with in this basement. Like I said, when we first started contacting the owner of all this stuff, they estimated there was going to be about 3,000 to 4,000 items. The more I look at it, the more I'm like kind of overwhelmed, but in a good way.
In a good way. Just pins, overwhelming amount of pins.
Hanukkah, Disney Hanukkah pins.
All right, well we got to start loading this up. We're gonna get out of here today.
Just to give you guys a little backstory here, this was actually a viewer of the YouTube channel that reached out to us on behalf of him and his father, who had been selling this stuff on eBay for the last few years. And between 2 different eBay stores, they have actually done over $1 million in sales with almost exclusively Disney items. And his dad had just retired from his full-time job. They wanted to sell this house that we were pulling this stuff out of, and he just wanted to liquidate his remaining inventory, send it to somebody that would appreciate it, which we definitely appreciate it, and kind of move on to the next chapter of his life.
I was going to time lapse the whole loading of the trailer, but it's moving kind of slow because we're having to box up stuff inside and then bring it out. So you guys have just watched the time lapse of us loading it this far. But I mean, we're like a quarter of the way loaded, but we still have, I don't know, probably 80% of the stuff left in there, because the more we unload and the more we see what's actually in here, this is crazy. This is the craziest deal we'll probably ever have in our entire reselling career.
So obviously we got the trailer loaded up and taken back to our warehouse in South Carolina. But again, this was not everything. We still have to go back later on in this video all the way back to North Carolina and fill up a whole new U-Haul trailer. The hardest part of this whole thing was just figuring out what to do with all of the inventory. We got it boxed up and we were putting it on shelves, but our warehouse is just a little cramped at the moment. We made some room, we moved some stuff around, donated some stuff, threw some stuff away before we went on this trip, but it was still a challenge to figure out where to put all of these boxes. So you guys will see later on in the video, we got fairly creative, but it's just going to be cramped for a while until we can get some of this stuff sold. But the stuff is very, very good, so I don't think it will take very long to sell at all.
So it's been a couple days since we were in North Carolina the first time. We've had 2 or 3 days, basically the weekend, to get everything unloaded on the shelves, and we are headed back to North Carolina today to pick up the rest of the items. We've got maybe another 400 or 500 action figures. We've got the whole bottom shelf of the graphic novel shelf thing, and a couple more boxes, I think. They're also going to give us all of their old eBay shipping supplies, which will come in handy with all this stuff, and he's going to sell us a couple of those shelves that he doesn't need anymore. I'd really like to have the shelf that the graphic novels were on, because all of them fit on that shelf perfectly, and that would be great for us to add to our warehouse. So I'm gonna grab that today. We didn't get a U-Haul here. We're gonna rent one in North Carolina because it just saves gas only going one way instead of back and forth. So very excited to finish out this haul today and see everything that we have, and wondering where we're gonna put it. So here's everything that we have left to pick up. We got a smaller U-Haul today, so I don't even know if we're gonna have room for everything, but this is all their old eBay shipping supplies that they're not gonna need. I mean, this is probably at least a couple $100 in boxes, if not more. Actually, and a bunch of priority boxes, we'll try to squeeze those in. We got a couple more boxes on this shelf, all these boxes over here. Haley's going ahead and loading up the action figures. We're definitely going to load up all the action figures first to make sure we can fit all those in there, and then after the action figures is when we'll start loading up all the boxes. Got more boxes over here. This whole shelf is filled with action figures, and we've got some more shipping supplies over there. A couple action figures on this shelf. I think that'll be everything. Can we fit it? I don't know. We'll see. And there we go. We got it loaded up. Not only is the U-Haul full, but the car is pretty packed down too.
Look at that thing. Look at it.
Haley,
We literally just threw the boxes in there because we were out of the cardboard boxes, and so now all of the action figures are just kind of hanging out. But we'll deal with that when we get home.
that's right. Are we going to flea market tomorrow?
Maybe.
So it's been maybe like 4 or 5 days since our first trip up to North Carolina. Haley was kind enough to handle everything today while I played in a last-minute golf tournament. And I don't remember if we've showed the garage to you guys yet, but this is like the shelving over here with all the old stuff. This is all the stuff that was not part of our buyout, but pretty much every other part of the garage that you guys see is stuff from this buyout. We've got Christmas ornaments down here, plush and Disney bags, like tote bags down here. We've got, I don't even know what most of this stuff is, keychains and blankets. This whole bin is filled with Disney pins. We've got every character you could possibly want. We got Pinocchio. We got my man Perry the Platypus over here. There's literally, I filled it up to about right here, and I was counting, and I got to 600, and then I stopped. So I imagine there's probably about 900, maybe even 1,000 Disney pins in here. They're all individually bagged. Most importantly, they're all authentic. There are a couple that I think they're called scrappers, which is where they have like maybe slight flaws along the edges or on the back of the waffling or something, but they're all 100% authentic. We've asked several different professionals in the industry, and that is the consensus. We've got this shelf over here that is packed down. We've got action figures. I think these are like maybe cake toppers or something down there. Star Wars stuff, action figures, more action figures, a whole thing of Loungefly BB-8 wallets and purses. These have $50 retail prices on those. We've got, I think, 2 or 3 boxes of this stuff here. Lanyards over here. I don't even know what's in most of these boxes.
So yeah, I have been doing a lot of work today while Josh has been playing golf, and literally like all this area over here, I don't even think we showed you, but like we just dumped all of this stuff that we got like basically in this area. And Kim and I have been working so hard today. I put that shelf together today.
Yeah,
I literally did
great.
this whole thing today.
It looks so good. And you pulled a bunch of stuff out of boxes because all this was like boxed up earlier today.
So a lot of the stuff we had like thrown into the car, like these individual like action figure type stuff. And so we had to find a place to put it. So I made the shelf. I put them all, kind of tried to organize them, but it's a lot. It's a lot, as you can see.
It is a lot.
But like trying to organize them into stacks and everything.
It looks really good.
I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah.
And Kim did a lot of work today too.
The only negative thing about action figures like this is that they can be kind of expensive to ship because they're all going to be over 2 pounds. But I think we're going to sell some things in lots. Like this section, this set right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from DC Direct. They're all different characters from the Identity Crisis series. So stuff like that, we can sell like the whole Identity Crisis Genesis series set together. So that will help with shipping a little bit. We also have our antique booth now. We're going to fill that up with a bunch of these action figures. I don't think anything's worth a ton of money. There was like, where's the Poison Barbie? Remember that one?
Yes,
I put it somewhere.
Yeah, I kind of have all the Barbies in a little area.
There was a Barbie Poison Ivy Barbie. This one's like 35, 40 bucks on eBay. So there are some good ones in here for sure, but there's a lot of like, you know, $10 to $15 ones as well.
Yes.
And like I said,
there's also, well, we haven't looked up a lot. We're not obviously going to look up everything, but Kim and I have looked up a couple things like little ornaments here and there, and we found ornaments that are
the
worth
ornaments.
like $60.
yeah, these are a bunch of, not even all the ornaments. This is just like one box. There are a lot of broken ones. All these, you said the ones in this box are
Yeah,
broken?
so I think what happened is like I pulled this off of the shelf and he had like basically it was everything that he got in shipment that was ended up being broken, and so he had like put it aside. So
Yeah.
this was all this, but a lot of them are very salvageable.
Yeah, like we got a little Figment right here. He's very cute. One of his wings are broken off. So
Yeah.
a lot of it is just very minor. There was one of these, like these Haunted Mansion ones. This one's actually not broken. And then we have another one in here where it's like one of the little gargoyle, like the little tombstone in the back is broken off. So, you know, I don't know. We might try to fix them, might glue some back
Yeah.
if we have the pieces.
But we also have like 3 or 4 more boxes of ornaments that we hand put in each
Yeah,
box.
they're definitely
So,
not broken.
Yeah.
We have, I think, maybe 5 or 6 of these big statues, Batman Beyond statue. We have 2 big Batman vinyls that I've already put at the antique booth. You'll see that in the next video. Those are awesome, but we'll probably just sell those at the antique booth since they're so big. And I don't think they're worth a ton of money. But a lot of this stuff is like limited edition. Like some of these ornaments are like hand numbered. I don't remember where they are, but I've definitely seen some that are like hand numbered. So they're like one out of, like this one, 1256 out of 6500.
Yeah, like
So that's really cool.
689, 2400.
Very, very nice. This Elsa right here, her foot is missing, but if you hang her on the tree, you don't even notice that. We got all sorts of stuff back here too. I think most of these are Star Wars action figures, but not
Disney purses.
and Disney purses.
Disney bags are over there as well.
When the guy originally reached out to us, he said he had Star Wars action figures, but I wasn't really excited about that because I thought they were the ones from the 90s that there are millions of them and they're not really worth a lot. But almost all the ones they had were the cool Disney ones where it's like Donald Duck dressed up as Luke Skywalker or something. I don't know where they are, but they're around here somewhere. You guys saw them earlier in this video.
There's some of these if you wanted to show them.
Yeah,
Like the
those,
Muppets
like
and-
Stitch dressed up like Yoda. Like that's
Yeah.
super cool. I don't think they're worth a ton of money, but who wouldn't want one of those, you know? Stitch Plus, we got a bunch of these Disney laser prints. I don't really, laser something. We got
We
like,
also have a
100.
lot of hats, you guys. If you're a hat lover, look at this. We have Star Wars hats, all sorts of just hats on hats.
that's just
Everything.
crazy. So originally he estimated it was 3,000 to 4,000 items, but like I said, we have probably 1,000 pins in that one box. So if there's 1,000 things there, I mean, yeah, the action figures, it looks like a lot. I mean, I think we probably have at least 500 action figures. I think, because there's the ones on the shelves, there's some in these boxes that you guys can't see, and we have whole big boxes, more pins over here. We've got keychains and like small pencils and things like that. So I think if you count actually each individual item, it's probably closer to 5,000 or 6,000 items. And I told you guys in the beginning of the video to stick around and we will tell you how much we paid for everything. And it is the biggest purchase we've ever made, but I still think it's well worth it. I'll put in a clip here that Haley got on her body cam when we were negotiating the price at the guy's basement. Do you have a number in your head? To be honest, I've got 10,000 in cash. So like,
I'll sell you everything for 10,000.
let's do it.
I actually thought of that before. That is. I'll sell you everything for 10,000, and you're getting a heck of a deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you're not gonna get everything in that truck. I'm telling you.
I don't think so. So there you have it. We paid $10,000 for all this stuff. Like I said, I think it's minimum 5,000 items, probably closer to 6,000. So we've got $2 or less into each individual item. Some items are small, like the pins and the buttons and keychains, but then we have some items that are like really cool, like this huge Batman vinyl statue that we've got less than $2 into. So I don't know. I think it's a crazy haul. I mean, if you look at the retail prices on some of this stuff, I think it's probably $70,000 to $100,000 in retail value. Not saying we can get that much, but if we've got 5,000 things that we could sell for $10 a piece after fees, that's $50,000 for 10,000. So that's 5xing our money. And this Disney stuff and Star Wars and stuff like this sells so fast.
Yeah, and what a perfect time of year to be
Yeah, getting into Q4. I mean,
Right.
this was just a huge blessing for us. And we're going to pass this blessing on to you guys as well over on Whatnot. You definitely want to follow us there. We're going to do auctions with this stuff. We're going to give a bunch of it away, do some giveaway shows. I don't think we'll be able to sell all this stuff before Christmas.
Yeah,
but
we're going to have a lot of shows, you guys. So
a lot of shows.
Please follow us and hit those bookmarks. It's going
right.
to be awesome.
The first show, I'm not sure when it's going to be, but it's going to be scheduled. I'll put it on the screen here. This is when our first Disney and all this stuff show is going to be, so definitely head on over to Whatnot. New users do get $15 off your first purchase, so that'll get the ball rolling, and we are very excited to get this stuff, start selling this stuff and see how quickly we can recoup our investment and become profitable. And not to mention, we have all the free shipping supplies that guy gave us as well. I mean, all of it's the eBay branded stuff, which is not cheap at all. And we've got poly bags, we've got all these different boxes, we've got all these boxes. I think you guys probably put some boxes back in the shed too.
Boxes in our bathroom, and we
there.
also put all of these up here too. Yeah, it's been
I
a
mean,
lot
it
of
was
work
a
today.
whole stack. It was probably $500 worth of boxes. I did go ahead and send the guy some more money when we picked up the second load. I just felt bad. I felt like as we were unloading this stuff, I was like, man, this is really good. This is really good. So I sent him another $300 just for the shipping supplies, which was more than fair. He didn't want to charge us anything for it, but I was like, no, this is probably $600 or $700 in boxes. We're going to use them. It's a fair deal. So we spent a total of $10,300 on all this stuff. So drop a comment down below and let me know, do you think this was a good deal? I want to add another clip of this bookshelf into. Haley and Kim got all the books placed back on the shelf. And some of these graphic novels down here that are new sealed, the retail price, $50 on that one. See what this one sells for. This one, another $50. I'm not saying we can get 50 for it, but if it retails for 50 and it's brand new, that's probably an easy 20 to 30 bucks, I'd think. And those are just, 2 or 3 books out of these, who knows? I mean, a couple hundred, probably 3, maybe in 300 or 400 books. Haley has 2 boxes of pins over here, and just in these 2 boxes, I mean, it's just loaded with stuff. This is like Epcot.
So yeah, he had a lot of this like really organized. This whole bag is Epcot. So this is like Toy Story Mania, Epcot with all the flags on it. We have Figment from 2012 on there, Buzz Lightyear, and then this one is, I think, Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom.
Cool, it's got like a little metal.
There's the Magic Kingdom one. I mean, we have.
I love
we
that
have
everything
any
is
and every
so.
pin
I feel
you
bad
want.
that everything is so organized because we're like taking it out of the Ziploc bags and just putting them into big boxes. But like everything is individually bagged and it's new. There's not a single used item here. Nothing needs cleaning.
Yeah,
Nothing
except
needs
for like a couple little like action figures.
Yeah, a couple here and there, but like 99.9% of this stuff is just clean and ready to be listed, and that is so valuable, especially when you have this much of it to move. But I think you guys get it. I might be rambling a little bit. We're just very excited about all this. I just want to give a huge shout out to Dion and his dad for reaching out to us with this opportunity. We are just incredibly grateful, and like I said, we're going to do our best to pass this blessing on to you guys through freebies and $1 auctions, and hopefully we get the bulk of this moved before Q4. So if you're in the market for a Christmas present,
Or
we've got you,
Halloween.
we've
We
got
have
you
a
covered.
whole box of Halloween coming up.
Yeah,
you guys,
Halloween will probably be the first show. But anyway, rambling again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.